handling the post-harvest and marketing section of the bureau of our regional office. And so under this for this event, we are particularly we are helping our MSMEs, particularly in the areas of packaging and marketing their products.
Yes, Sir Leonard. What is the role of SMC2 in this event?
Okay, earlier on, the good RD Nelly Del already mentioned that among others, LGU will be supporting our this event. Other than that, we will be showcasing as well our tourism destinations, including this very host. At the same time, we will also be bringing in there our assisted clients, MSMEs as well. At the same time, we will be taking advantage as well of the investment activity that will be happening at the venue, which will be, I think, headed by Department of Trade and Industry. So that's it.
Yes, the council.
From the Tourism Council of Region 12, Soxargen, our actually mandate here is really to sell. So we will make sure that we will have representation of all the 9 gems of Region 12, the provinces and the cities, their destinations. Our job here is to make sure we have business-to-business matchings, and hopefully we can do a lot of bookings from business to consumers, because the Manila market, we have a lot of travel agencies in that area, and they're interested nowadays to come to Region 12. So we will be showcasing the different destinations in the mall, and then we will also have a private business-to-business matching with tour operators in another venue.
Good morning. Good morning to our media friends. Good morning to our panelists. As mentioned already, the Department of Trade and Industry will invite MSMEs to participate in the exhibit. Because of very limited time, I hope we can bring some of them, and they'll be able to. Kasi pabigla-bigla itong isang to eh. Na, di ba? We cannot deny the fact na konti lang yung time natin. We hope we can really do something because of this very limited time. Alam mo naman, linking with the market is not that easy. Showcasing is very, very easy kasi you just have to see yan ang mga produkto ng mga bagong produkto ng Region 12. But linking them to a market, we really need complete staff work, no? For it to come up with the best output. Anyway, titingnan natin anong po pwede natin gawin. Siyempre, ganyan naman tayo, support lang. Oo, Girl Scout, Boy Scout tayo. But we're here to serve, no? We're here to help our MSMEs, and we hope we can contribute to this convergence. Thank you.
Good morning. Kami din sa DOLE, we are always supportive of this initiative. In fact, in the last 3 years, we have been sending our identified beneficiaries na mayroong mga produkto na pwedeng ibenta. And for this year, we are still trying to identify who will be the next batch of beneficiaries who will showcase their products. Katulad nga na sinabi ni Director De Lima, very short notice, but we will do our best that we will continue support this initiative para naman lalo makilala ang Soxargen. Thank you and good morning.
Good morning po. So the DILG together with the local government units of the region, we shall do our share through advocacy, both local and all throughout the country, and we shall encourage also our local government units to take care of our resources as the subject of this campaign.
Good morning. The part of TESDA, no? As our mandate, we will be still continually developing globally competitive workforce para naman dun sa showcase makasupply tayo ng mga competent mga trabahante, no, in the future.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Peace be with us. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi jami'an wabarakatuh. From the side of the Department of Agriculture, we know for the fact that Department of Agriculture is composed of 8 bureaus, 23 line agencies, and attached government-owned and controlled corporation, over and above sa different operating units, regional offices. Our participation here is we are bringing our exhibitors. In other words, we are advertising our group of farmers that have been organized that might be going to small and medium entrepreneurs in the years and in few months to come. Yun lang po, maraming salamat po.
Good morning. Ang part naman po ng Agricultural Training Institute, we are actually the training arm of DA. Etong ATI or Agricultural Training Institute, meron po kaming convergence ng mga learning sites na nagtipon-tipon at yung mga farms, SOX farm tourism namin headed by Captain Bong Riamon here. Kami po ang magdadala ng mga products nila under sa banner ng Agricultural Training Institute dun po sa ating convergence sa Treasures of SOX. So just past 2 years and last year, lahat po ng mga learning site namin, ng mga active na learning site namin, we gather their products and display their products dun sa ating convergence hall sa Glorieta last time, Robinson's this year. So, ganun po ang magiging role ng ATI at palaging sumusupport po sa mga endeavors ng DOT.
Good morning once again. The DNR has been in partnership and in support with the Department of Tourism in pursuing its goal. It is based on a premise that tourism and environment are closely linked to one another, that tourism destinations are relying on natural resources. And tourism even is a power resource to preserve our wildlife and biodiversity. So DNR could showcase the protected areas, which is really under our mandate. So, yun po. And we also have this community-based forest management people's organization na meron na pong mga local products made. So, this could be an avenue that we could help the POs to promote their products. That's all.
Good morning. I'm Captain James Riamon, and as part of Farm Tourism Association, we were launched 2 years ago, by the Treasures of SOX, and continue supporting Treasures of SOX. This time we'll be together with Jim, the Agricultural Training Institute, as one of our pillars in farm tourism, as well as the DOT. So see you there. We'll be showing our products, and we'll try to sell our place now as a tourism circuit. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you sa ating mga guests. And now we'll start question and answer from the media. One question and a follow-up, and please introduce yourself. Okay, so who will shoot the first question? Yes, Ann. Yes, si Ann from ABS-CBN.
Since we are po in this or card, bakit po ba maganda or magandang i-promote right now currently sa trend ang farm tourism, especially farm tourism ng SOX? Para ano ba yung edge natin dito? So syempre may mga farm tourism din in other places in the Philippines.
Hindi kami mayabang, but we're forerunners of farm tourism in the Philippines. As a matter of fact, farm tourism here in Region 12 was one of the benchmark ng national farm tourism because we were ahead of the farm tourism outside. And we have a good setup here in Region 12. No farm are the same. So dito sa Region 12, magkakaiba lahat ang farm. May sarili silang selling point. So we're not competing from each other. And as a matter of fact, we connect from each other, no? And gladly to say the General Santos City through Sensidu, we have here our boss, kinarir nila ang farm tourism. So farm tourism now is part of a 10-year program of General Santos City. And we have lots to show. Marami kayong pakikita.
Yes,
can you mention yung mga top na products na on farm tourism?
Okay. As of now, we have 7 accredited farm tourism sites. We have 36 membership. So let's start from Malungon. We have the Rio Vista Farm of Mr. Sihar, the Felicidad Orchard and Garden Organics, your host today. We have Mariano's Blooming Petals in Tupi. We have Sibul Farm in Lake Cebu. The University of Southern Mindanao in Cabacan. This one, they showcase their yung kanilang mga cacao, rubber, and everything. Then we have the Southern Christian College in Midsayap and the Salhay Farm in Pigkawayan. So this year we're expecting to double because we continually through the DOT and the ATI and the Villar Foundation, which is one of our posts also. So we continue to develop the farms, no? Through the trainings from DOT and the ATI, then with the support of the Villar. No, we have just completed the edible landscaping contest, the first in the Philippines again, no? Kami pa lang yung nag-contest ng edible. Gusto na namin i-franchise ito ngayon. We have the trainer here, Jim. So we have lots to offer. We expect to double this year, especially in Jensen, kasi we will have our summit this coming May 3. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, thank you. Yes,
This year, parang nakita talaga yung convergence of different government agencies. Pero ano mo ba talaga yung difference na treasures of SOCS 2019 compared to past few years? Thank you.
Yeah, we have actually been microphone.
Treasures of SOCS has actually been supported by different government agencies. It has been a convergence. Every year, siguro the difference lang is every year, there's a new product, there's a new program that we're introducing. So as I mentioned early on, during the first year, it was the time that we introduced a designer that's really homegrown in the person of Jared Servano. And since it was the first time that we did it, it was 2015 or it was 2016, it was the first time that all the different products and services, yung mga ina-assist ng different government agencies were there. So from crafts, from food, to wearables, and even the destinations were there. And then the following year, again, we introduced new products and services, and even events. We also make it as an opportunity for people in Soxargen, organizers in Soxargen, to also showcase what they have so we can bring in more people. So different siguro, again, this year, just as what we're doing in the past years, again, a launching pad, we have introduced early on one of our local designers. He's using Tiboli cloths or Tiboli products, okay? And he will actually be participate, and he will be joined by another designer from Jensen, but who is now Manila based, okay? And ano pang difference? Yon, every year we have something new that we introduce. And maybe from the part of the private sector, yung SOCS VIP card is also one thing, but that can be expounded by Michelle, who is the RTC chair.
So, thank you, RD. We now have, as a United Soxargen Tourism Council, we have a program called the SOCS VIP card. And this is actually two-pronged to promote, number one, DOT accredited establishments in the region who are enrolled in the program. They give discounts, freebies, or other incentives to card holders. These cards will be sold every time we go outside. So when we go to the likes of Treasures of SOCS, or when we're doing marketing in Manila, in Clark, Cebu, wherever, we will be selling these cards to interested goers or interested tourists coming to the area. Then when they come here, they get all these incentives as they visit DOT accredited establishments. So we want to promote this so that more and more people who will come to Soxargen will, number one, know the different destinations, because included in the card are the list of enrolled establishments. And then to enjoy it, because when they go, they do get freebies or they get discounts.
Okay.
May
May dagdag na ako sandali. Also, this becomes a venue again for the introduction of a new program. Siguro si Ma'am Doris of DTI can also explain about our 12.
Yes, last November, when we had the Treasures of Region 12, we came up with a lot of new ideas, new projects, and one of this is our 12 treats. We helped micro or very cottage industries in the barangays or in the municipalities by packaging their product to make it presentable like this. We identified products that are yung hinahanap sa isang barangay, isang munisipyo, na doon lang binibenta sa kanilang mga bakery, sa kanilang outlet. To make it presentable, we got a consultant and assisted them in packaging the product. So ganun ang labas ng mga produkto na yan. We helped them come up with their own logo, the packaging. We funded part of it, but this time they're going to reproduce it and have it their own. Now we are on our second level. We are looking for more products. By the way, last year, which we will present this year, we had 52 new products, all coming from the barangays, and hopefully we'll get few more that will upgrade the products that were already there in the market but have not penetrated a bigger market outside their place. Para bang kung uuwi ka doon, hinahanap-hanap mo, kaya lang itsura niya nasa plastic, nasa papel, nasa karton, nasa something. So hindi mo siya madala palabas. So we thought of packaging it like this so that it will be more presentable. And then, you know, minsan, the buyers are not really after the contents, but after the look. So pag maganda yung packaging niya, at saka magandang ibigay, she will buy more than what she can consume, and she will make it as a pasalubong for their relatives. So nakakalabas na to product na to. So hopefully this can find its market in Manila, and especially for ano ito, tawag nito, yung mga tour agencies that have connection with other hotels, they can help us look for a market.
Okay, so any other inputs from the panelists? Yes. Okay, so wala. Yes, let's proceed to the next question from Alter Almos.
Ma'am, yung kung for example sa Bohol may binagol, in Cebu may Rosquillos, Andanggit, na talagang famous siya. So kung meron kasi dito sa atin, siyempre iba-iba yung ano. How can you parang promote that kind of na talagang effective siya doon? Kasi insofar as, halimbawa, how can you entice the public to patronize our products? Of course, pero doon sa mga maganda yung ano, siyempre masarap kung ganyan. So parang ganun po ang dating. Na halimbawa, yun na, example ka na, Rosquillos, Binagol, talagang hahanapin yung isang area. So, kayo ba merong ganong mga ideas na parang mag-click siya na hindi mo na kailangan masyado ng maraming advertisement?
Actually, hindi naman tayo nalalayo sa mga sinasabi nating merong otap sa Cebu, merong mga butterscotch from Iloilo. Tayo, we've already reached that stage. Pag pupunta ka sa Jensen, anong dala mo? Di ba tuna products? Wow, parang ganon. So parang naka-ano na siya, matagal ng ganyan yan. So we're looking for more new products that they can bring other than the usual. The usual kasi are fish products, di ba ganon yung, lalo na tayo doon sa tuna value added products. But we are trying to look for new ones, as you said, yung pag napunta ka sa place, yun na, papunta na kami. Pag napunta ka sa place na yun, ano yun? Try going to, ano nga yan? Sandali. Takurong. May masarap na ano doon, na cassava cake. Bakit ang cassava cake? Kung saan mo naman nakita, tikman mo yun sa Takurong. So we're trying to package that in such a way that it will be like, ano yan? Hindi, yung sa ano, yung sa Cagayan, Iligan, yung, ano tinapa yun? Hindi.
Pastel po. Pastel.
Jandet. Oh, yun. Parang magano, saan galing yun? It came from a lowly bakery. Pero tinulungan ng DTI yun, nakaangat siya. Nakaganito na rin siya, di ba? So we're trying to go to that level. Hindi lang isa, but all the 50 municipalities and cities. So hopefully, we'll have one of such. Not only one, we'll have more of such. Which our hotels here can also showcase. Kaya papunta na ho kami sa ano eh. We have a Auto Philippine Hub which we're trying to put up. Parang inaayos namin yung Pasalubong Center. But we would like to have a kiosks in hotels that would like to showcase. We cannot force the issue because they have to like give or pay. It cannot be on consignment na mahaba, no? But hopefully the hotels can work with us. Like for example, yung pinupuntahan ngayon, bago lang, Sarangani Highlands, yung kanilang Bougainville, ba? So, ang mga tao doon, hindi lang sila kakain. Titingin sila ng view. At dapat bumili pa sila.
One of siguro ma'am, yung marketing strategy is yung media mileage. Kasi parang halimbawa, pag nag-press ko lang tayo magpapakita ng products, and siyempre, of course, alam mo na yung tao pag
Yeah.
Kahit Coca-Cola or Pepsi talaga.
Yeah.
Thank you pala.
Correct. You're right. Ang ano kasi dyan, minsan, you have to get the approval of the MSMEs. You cannot just push a product if she's not ready. So you need to you need to work with them, with the client, kung sino sila ang payag na umangat, no? Kasi ano yan eh, both ways yan, hindi pa pwedeng government should push for it and naiiwan na yung MSME natin. Dapat MSME is also committed in terms of not only packaging, but in terms of investments, because you need them to get LTO or license to operate and ano ba yung product, and then sa BIFAD, yes, yung kanilang FDA, no? Marami. If you want to penetrate other countries, kailangan kosher, accredited, o kaya meron kang halal ka, like halal. Ina yun lagi yung halal. Pero yung MSMEs, medyo reluctant to invest. So, it's really a partnership. So, government is really like this. Government agencies are doing their share, but we need the commitment and support of our beneficiaries.
Basig madlog pod malugi.
Well, nandyan kami. Actually, like this travel, like etong ganito pong showcase doon, we assist them. Meron din kaming financial assistance na gagawin. So, hindi sila pwedeng malugi. They have to be committed. They have to give if they trust their product, kung believe sila sa produkto nila, they can do it.
Okay, let's hear other comments from the panel.
Dahil ako sa marketing siguro, what we can also do, once they are ready, di ba? I think the products that are presented here are considered ready. Ready in terms of what RD Doris was saying early on, in terms of production. Now, in terms of marketing, maganda rin siya na lahat tayo sa SOC Sergeant should also support. What we do, we give them as token, di ba? We encourage people to buy. We coordinate with the hotels, for example, in the outlets to make them a part of what they're offering for retail and all that. Para every time babalik sila dito, may dinala sila paglabas, every time babalik sila, they will look for the same product. So, maganda rin na suportahan natin, especially those products that are ready. Sabi nga ni RD Doris kanina, yung mga packaging are really very important because sometimes it actually includes not just the product itself, not just the content, but of course the very source, the very production area, which is SOC Sergeant. I think that in itself is already promoting not just the products, but even our region.
Okay, so other comments from the panel. Yes, sir.
From the Department of Agriculture through Agribusiness and Marketing Assistance Division po, mayroon tayong ibang products, like organic rice, be it red, be it black, be it brown. So as far as Europe, and even Australia and Hong Kong, we have a regular shipment assisted by the DE. Now, just few days ago, nag-send off tayo sa London, England, ng Cardaba. So, and of course, this coming treasure of socks in the information that reached from our end is in Robinson, Ermita. Comes this coming April last week yata. Okay. So, meron kaming dadalhin na exhibitors. We provided din the airfare, including yung tulugan doon. So, kanila yung income nila, kanila na lahat yon. Last year, of course, kasama ang DOT, si Ma'am RD Bueno pa noon, if I'm not mistaken. So, waluan dinala po namin doon na mga exhibitors natin para ma-advertise ang kanilang mga produkto na fresh product. So, continuous po yan. Nasa mandato po ng Department of Agriculture through the AMAG Division po. So, yan lang po.
Anything else? Well, yes, Sir Leonard. Please, pass the mic.
Sige. Okay, gusto ko balikan yung question ni Andre kanina na ano yung medyo associated socks na product. Siguro yung pinaka-bestseller right now is na talagang atin is yung tuna chicharon. No, si tuna chicharon is a multi-awarded, yung isang company nagpo-produce ng tuna chicharon, is a multi-awarded entrepreneur ng DTI na galing mismo sa Jansan. And that siguro wala pa akong makitang maisip na ibang areas nagbebenta ng tuna chicharon other than the value-added products ng tuna, but tuna chicharon is the standout among those. So, just the same, other than, well, of course, we look forward. Kahit hindi kami sabihan ni Miss Nelly, ni RD Nelly na may treasures, we look forward na meron talagang treasures every year. Treasures of socks every year. Kaya hindi ko nag-iyak na. And we're very looking forward because this is an avenue where our MSMEs can really, again, showcase, and who knows, they could get breakthrough. Just like what happened with, ito nga, tuna chicharon, umabot na po siya ng Amerika. So, with this, if si DOT will also organize a treasures in socks sa Amerika, so probably will continue to take advantage of the facility to expose by increasing access to market. No, so we will continue also to assist DOT, particularly in our site development. You see, ang Jansan ngayon, we were able to get a fund from NEDA, no, to come up with a master plan for sustainable urban infrastructure development in Jansan. And among those priority areas namin, we would like to come up with a better master plan is on tourism. So with that, tama si Cap, no, among others, other than the very strong MICE ni Jansan, na, well, other than the service hub kami yung daanan, kami yung pinakapan, but we are also very, very strong sa MICE, no, which we will going to take advantage during the B2B or during the investment session that will be gonna held in the treasures of socks. MICE is meeting, incentives, activities, conventions, conferences, events, expositions, exhibits. So we're very, very strong. First quarter pa lang po tayo, and but Jansan already hosted national, international, local, 300 plus. First quarter pa lang po ang Jansan, so that's very strong. So, other than MICE, of course, is the farm tourism. And that we will really work with the next 10 years, that the farm tourism of socks, particularly in Jansan, will really have its own breakthrough as well. And that we will be counting on the private sector. And the private sector, we are happy because we have Cap Ariamon leading the way. So yun po, I think all of this, we're also happy to be in the socks because I think Jansan's positioning to become a metropolitan will really be amplified or mapapast track with this convergence in socks that's happening now.
Okay, so I think Mr. Omar Sabal has
something to add. Yeah.
Yes, about packaging.
Oo, napag-uusapan din actually yung mga products natin, yung mga fishery-based, no? Siguro, bilang maganda yung sinabi ni Sir Leonard kanina about dun sa chicharon. Kasi ako personally, nagkaroon ako ng experience din yan. Siguro mas bukod dun sa packaging, ang naging issue noon when we went to Malaysia, kino-question nila yung halalness ng product. Because kung makikita niyo yung may mga part kasi yung tuna kapag na-expose yung kung saan nanggagaling yung scale niya, yung mga iba nagdududa sila baka hindi kaya yan isda, kaya talaga yan. So importante yung so from our end nakakatulong din kami ng advocacy on halal, and then of course matutulungan din yung mga MSMEs natin towards kung paano sila magpa-accredit or magpa-register. So kasama sa mga advocacies namin yon. In addition sa tuna, yung mga landlocked municipalities namin, kami sa BIFAR, yung pinopromote din natin yung use ng tilapia. Because we know tilapia is medyo lang siya, poor man's fish nga siya, di ba? Pero with yung common na process na ginagawa region-wide namin is ginagawa siyang tilanggit kung tawagin. Instead na danggit, tilapia ang raw material. So tilanggit. So bukod sa masarap siya, pinapackage siya ng maganda. So unti-unti meron tayo sa North Cotabato, meron tayo dito sa South Cotabato na mga tinutulungang mga MSMEs. In fact, for the past two Treasures Edition, ginawa siyang giveaways, ma'am. One of the giveaways along with tuna products. So yun, marami pang gagawin doon. Sa areas din ng, siguro sa niche market, ako pinupost ko ito na challenge din sa akin and sa aming section and division, yung paano namin mapackage ng gusto yung tinapayan as fermented fish siya. Maguindanao fermented product siya, pero number one is packaging. Number two, kailangan i-introduce siya. Kasi to some people, medyo foreign yung niya, pero yung iba para sa kanila, lalo-lalo sa Maguindanao group, pwedeng Maguindanao abroad, potential maganda ang market doon. Sa mga nakikita ko sa ibang regions, like lalo na sa ARMM, may mga efforts na silang like pinapackage ng maganda yung tinapayan na yon. Pero kailangan din ng advocacy para promotion para ma-promote lalo yung product. Lastly, yung concern ni ma'am kanina about sa yung mga ganito farm area, no? Kami sa BIFAR, meron din kami tinatawag na fisyalan. So magandang i-adapt itong fisyalan. Okay? So maganda sir, congratulations. Sabi ko nga kay sir kanina, biniro ko siya na mula ngayon sir, best friend na tayo. So that means lagi na ako pupunta rito. Ayun, maganda siyang mga pupuntahan lalo na kapag di ba pag mainit ang panahon, maganda siyang So kami pwedeng maalay niyan doon sa namin program namin on inland fisheries. Thank you very much.
Tayong bago Okay, so let's proceed to the next question from June Pulido from Pacman Radio.
Tama yung kay Juan kanina kay Sir Leonard kasi yung tuna chicharon parang napanood ko sa from Rated K or Jessica Soho. Pero wala kayo na promote sa to, di ba? Ang kusog diri sa to ilado kay karon kini Juan. Fish-cracker. Pero my question is looking backwards sa tato kay Ma'am kay RD. Okay, treasure of socks. Nabanggit mo kanina na composed of different government agencies. Sino po ang nag-create nito at kaninong concept?
Looking back.
Anong year ngayon?
Year 4 naman ka.
Year 4, 2016. 2016. Actually, sinimulan namin siya sa DOT. It was my concept. Alam niyo po, anak kasi ako ng DTI. Sa DTI, maganda yung convergence. Maganda yung, hindi pwede yung may tinatrabaho kami, ginagawa ka, ikaw lang mag-isa. So, we just met with the different government agencies. Maganda yung maganda yung feedback doon pa lang sa simula. So, sila gusto na nila mag-push na magsama-sama talaga. Kasi siguro isa pa dito, we know, like for example, DTI does National Trade Fair, di ba? They attend or participate in National Trade Fair. Dole may also have its own ganon fair or national event. DA, of course, and BFAR, lahat tayo, lahat ng mga agencies may kanya-kanya. Pero doon, isa lang tayo sa isang national event. So ang challenge doon, sabi ko, bakit hindi natin siya gawin? Lahat tayo na agency nandoon, but we bring it to the national level. Kasi yun yung, that is where the market is. Especially if you're in Mindanao, parang ang hirap-hirap na hikayatin mo silang pumunta dito. But if we bring it to them, we explain it to them, we introduce it to them, nandoon mismo tayo, then I think we can change the, 'di ba, yung perception nila about our place. So yung ganun, yung time na yun, we even went parang hopping from one media to another. We went to TV station, radio stations, we even went to school. Talagang hard sell siya, letting them understand and letting them experience what we have. So meron kami mga performances when we go to media, mga TV stations, performances when we go to schools, and we also bring sample products. So doon talaga, even the mga tour operators who are based in Manila, they became interested in us. So yun siya. So parang, it's just getting together as one region, bringing together all the products and services, not only of the government, but we bring along also the private sector, who are supposedly the very marketers and the producers, di ba, of the products, kasi ang government naman sumusuporta lang. What we bring it to where the market is. Yun siya, yung pinaka-concept. Meron pa kami isang national ngayon na program pala. It's also locally initiated. Dagdag ko na lang din, kung initiative na lang yung tinatanong natin. It's what we call Complete Women. It's a gender program. Thanks rin pala sa mga suporta ng mga RDs because there's now a resolution supporting that program. So kasi pag sinabi natin gender and development, parang palagi na lang, ano ba siya, mag-conduct ng skills, ano ba yan, ang tawag dito, mga gender sensitivity, orientation, may team building para sa women. But we went beyond that. Ano ba talaga pag sinabi natin gender? It's actually supporting the women. Okay, pero sabihin siguro ng mga lalaki, bakit women? But we're also supporting the men to support the women. Kasi ganito nangyari, yung sa Complete Women, it's comprehensive partnership through leadership for leadership pala and empowerment through tourism entrepreneurship. So we're looking at tourism as business. So ang ginawa natin dito, we identified pilot areas. Pilot areas, these are cultural, community-based tourism. Kasi ang sabi natin dito sa mga cultural groups, ito nakikita niyong picture dito sa likod, paano ba natin ma-perpetuate ang number one tourism asset natin sa Region 12, which is culture, kung walang babae? 'Di ba? Sino ang nagwi-weave? Sino ang nagpa-perform? Karamihan. Sino ang nagpe-play ng musical instrument? Sino ang gumagawa ng mga tinalak, mga ganon, yung mga food, etc. Karamihan babae. Okay? Kung ibig sabihin, if we do not have women who do all these things, yung kultura na sinasabi natin na meron tayo sa region may not be perpetuated. So, ang hinihingi lang namin sa mga asawa ng mga kababaihan, suportahan lang yung mga asawa nila na wag namang nag-weave na sila ng buong araw, pagdating sa bahay sa gabi, sila pa rin ang magluluto, maglalaba, magagawa ng assignment ng mga anak and all that. Yun yung hinihingi naming suporta, di ba? It's a shared responsibility. So again, it's a first in Region 12. We initiated that in DOT 12. Our DOT head office hopefully will, although we already heard feedback, positive feedback from all the other regional directors of DOT nationwide, that they'll adapt this so it can be scaled up to a national level. So it all comes from SOC Sergeant. So we're really very happy. Ako, I'm very happy. I was born in Maguindanao pala. SOC Sergeant, but kasama na rin. Pero di ba? Yung idea mo, because you were really so challenged dito sa ating region, you're not recognized, di ba, yung perception nila dito sa atin ganon, we're really pushed to developing and thinking of some ways on how we can develop something na iba siya, angat siya sa iba. Of course, yung support ng lahat. Okay, foundation ko po, DTI. Thank you.
Okay, may rejoinder ba sa sinabi niyo?
Kami naman sa Dole is very supportive of this initiative. No? By the way, hindi ako taga Region 12. I'm from Cagayan de Oro, but I see to it that in every region na na-assign ako, I try to do something na makakontribute sa ating kabutihan nating mga stakeholders. And one of which here in Region 12 is the treasures of SOCs, no? Yung ano yung mga product na pwede natin ibenta. And in my last 2 years na nandito ako, I was able to convince our top management to bring in mga inter-regional consultations to be conducted in either in Jensen or in Marbel, no? And in fact, this coming August, I'll be bringing the whole of Mindanao and part of the Visayas to converge. That would be about 1,000 delegates na magkaroon kami ng Family Welfare Summit. And that's bringing in people who would probably maging customers ng ating mga, among other things, yung ating mga pasalubong. Kaya normally pag mayroon kami mga ganyang interregional activities, hindi ako nagbibigay ng pasalubong, kundi I ask them to buy. Kasi that way, matulungan yung ating mga, we see to it that yung mga naibibenta, yung mga products din ng ating mga stakeholders na tulungan din natin. We converge with the P.I.A, partner namin ang DITAN. Lahat ngayon, gawa nung ating serbisyo, negosyo serbisyo sa barangay. Yan ang bagong ginawa ngayon ng DITAN and all other government agents para matulungan lalo yung ating mga SM, micro, small, and medium enterprise. And even ano yung kay ma'am, yung sa women, complete women, o kompleto ang women, lalaki na lang ang taga bit ng tubig para pagsaing. So yun, that's how we help promote, and this is a very good initiative itong Treasures of Socks.
Okay, so follow up. Sige, go ahead.
Para sa owner natin, host natin.
Yes.
Host. May napansin ako kanina yung mga damo doon na
Sure ka damo.
Iniinom nila. Hindi lang ako nakatikin kasi nahuli ako. So, sir, ano po ba yung mga produkto natin dito sa Felicidad Orchard Organics na ma-promote natin na consider sa Treasure of Socks?
Actually, ang Felicidad Orchard ay isang full organic farm, no? So, the idea of farm-to-table food, yun yung kakainin natin mamaya. So, nakatanim dito, no, including some of the animals. Iikot tayo after lunch, no, yung maiiwan. I'll do some briefing. It's the first farm tourism site accredited by DOT. It is a learning site of Agricultural Training Institute. Actually, school for practical agriculture na siya ngayon, no? The next level of ATI. Soon enough, hoping that will be a farm school of TESDA. No? We're working on that. And lately, we were selected as one of the 6 farm in the Philippines. It was declared by UP and DOST as Science Farm Tourism Site. Because nasa research and development kami, we already have 6 winning invention, like the windmill, no? The 2 of that one in international competition. So this is what we have. We have a wide collection of plants. Banana alone, we have 16 bananas dito. 8 rito ay native, no? We talagang hinanap namin. We have collection of bamboo. We have collection of palms. And damo kanina is a collection of herbs. So like for example, ininom natin tarragon. Tarragon is good for health. Actually, stress reliever siya. Masarap pampatulog. Then you have the ternate or blue sky vine, no? P. Yan ay memory enhancer. Then we have there the stevia, low glycemic index, no? Mamaya pag umikot tayo sa, ito yung nanalo kasi ng Regional Edible Landscaping Contest, no? Itong Felicidad Orchard. Pag umikot tayo doon, makikita nyo, pati colitis nakatanim. Kasi colitis is a good detox ng katawan, no? Pagka inano mo siya, binlender mo, ininom mo ng hilaw, winalis yung bituka mo. Plus the chemical. So many we can offer here. We have the best buko, na masarap. And this is not the only site, ha? We have so many sites being developed. And 7 is already developed. So marami itong aming dine-develop sa Region 12. And sabi ko nga, nauuna tayo pagdating sa farm tourism and Region 12. Thank you.
Okay, so with the permission of the media, I'd like to take the last question from the I see all the information.
Pangarabas 2 hours di siya.
Mr. Danny Bragiles.
Pangarabas 2 hours niya, ulat lang mo. Una, Ma'am Nelly, balikan na nato gamay. Kano sa mahitabo ang Treasures of Socks Year 4? Where? And what will happen?
2019.
Yes.
Apo, 2019. Apo.
Michael.
Okay, 2019?
Yes po.
Microphone, please. Yeah.
Turistang microphone. Treasures of Socks 2019 will be on April 25 to 28. This will be in Robinson's Place, Malate, okay, in Manila. And right now, we're still getting the number of entrepreneurs that will be sent or that will be assisted by the different government agencies who will participate. But the number may be less than last year, but I think the products that they will be bringing will increase. Yun lang siya. And for the side activities, side events that we'll be doing, we'll have an investment forum. We'll have a B2B that will be initiated by the Regional Tourism Council. The investment forum, we're still discussing with the Department of Trade and Industry for them to initiate. We're also doing the fashion show. The cultural presentation will be headed by the SOX Choreographers Association, that's of Region 12. And we have, yes, the fashion show and yes, yun siya. The media hopping, of course, for promotion.
Kay Dan, paki-explain lang, ano yung mangyayari sa fashion show?
Okay, good morning. As a young designer, I am 19 years old. I showcasing Mindanao, southern Mindanao crafts like tinalak, idul, and other textile from Sock Surgeon. I'm going to showcasing 25 collections, like Durante jackets and other Durante's collections. Thank you.
May dala ka design?
Sketch lang po.
Yung damit mo ikaw nag-design. Yeah, akala ko.
Kay Provincial. Yes. Sa ano po, sa VIP cards natin, ano po yung tweaks na ino-offer natin? And how much are the discounts?
Okay, so it varies from place to place, but we have hotels that will give discounts in the rooms, minimum of 5 to 10% per night to card holders. Then discounts also on restaurants, when accredited restaurants. There are already a few that have enlisted already. And then destinations, like for tours, those that are taking tours with us get an automatic 10% off when you take a tour. So ang tour package niya is less 10%. Other places naman, they give incentives. They give freebies. So for, let's say, if you buy worth this much, you get additional packages into your shopping. So things like that. We are still actually, karon we are enrolling more of the DOT accredited. Currently, I think we have a total of 121 accredited establishments and businesses with the DOT. The objective actually of the SOX VIP card is not just for the tourists. The objective is also to campaign to the locals to get accredited, because we will only promote the accredited sites. Reason being, we do not want to be pahiya sa ating mga turista, because when they come, they expect a certain standard. And just to na lang na siguro to wrap up a little bit, I'm really grateful for Treasures of Socks. Why? We do not expect tourists to just come visit us. We really need sales missions, and Treasures of Socks is a sales mission. And in my personal experience, from Treasures of Socks, we meet with business people, we meet with consumers, so that's B2B, B2C, and especially in the agri, grabe, nawawala po lahat ng prutas. Parang day one pa lang, nakaka-stress na po kasi baka wala ka na makita sa shelf. Kasi talagang very saleable po ang products ng Sock Surgeon. And I guess this convergence is very, very good because we can only win if we're together. There is no way we can actually make an impact if we're separate. And the best impact that we can make about our region is when we're together. And Treasures of Socks is one uniting factor that brings not only the places that you will see, the products that you will see, but it's really also showcasing the culture of who we are, and that makes people interested because to tell you honestly, in Manila, wala na po masyadong uniquely Filipino. But when you come to Soc Sargen, we are what you can say 100% uniquely Filipino and still original, intact, authentic. So we are inviting everyone to come join us in Manila. And then if you're there in Manila, come and visit us here in Soc Sargen.
Last po, sa tourism destinations, ano ipopromote natin?
Definitely, when we do, upon arrival, you will usually arrive in General Santos City. General Santos City will be our main base for our tourists to stay. So from here, General Santos City, there are many tourist destinations already. You have the Tuna Fish Port. That's one for morning. You have the Pacman Tour. You have the Felicidad Orchard. Then you also have Shamsi's place also, which is also another farm. And then at the same time, we also push products shopping. No? So we have tuna shopping, shrimp shopping. Then you also now have chocolate shopping. And for those who don't know that we actually have cacao and we have other products. Then going forward, we pass by through Polomalok, Tupi Fruit Park. Then you have the Mariano Blooming Petals, where you will see now the sunflowers. Then on the way there, we stop by in Coronadal. We also have one of the best, according to one of my guests, the best halo-halo in the world is in Coronadal. So, time for us to stop there. Then from Coronadal, we move forward to Lake Cebu. Lake Cebu, going back, you must see the birds of Tacorong, okay? This is what we call an example of a day tour that we can do. Another day tour is from Gensan. You go either left side of Sarangani, you go river tubing, scuba diving, paragliding. Or you go to the other side, you have a cultural immersion in Malungon, and then go to the beach in Glan. Then we have another tour naman, Cotabato naman, that side naman, Cotabato and North Cotabato, wherein you can have, there's no trekking right now in Mount Apo, but you can still be at the foot of Mount Apo. So you have Lake Agco, which is so beautiful and great to experience. From Lake Agco, we can go to Paniki. From there, you can actually go already to Asik-Asik Falls. There's so many to see. And Cotabato City, definitely a must-see also. So from there naman, I forgot, there's one thing that the millennials love, and it's the trek to Holon. So that one is a must. O, di ba? Kita mo talaga si Ann. Kasi alam mo pag millennial. Feeling millennial ba? Oo. So anyway, but yes, the trek to Lake Colon is also one of the ones that we are really promoting because you want to unplug from this. That's the best place to go to see something so scenic, so authentic, and yet it's really, for me, one of the reasons why young people should come. And also don't forget, this summer, we have several events. Sarbay Fest happening May 30, 31, and June 1. I-vlog ko na lahat. Okay, then we also have the Mahin Festival that's happening also in Glan in April. And then, what else do we have? Other events here coming in April and May. I think that's the basic one. Then moving forward, Tinalak Festival July. And the Bird Fest pala happening also in May in Tacorong. So, there's so much. We have so much and there's no reason why we should not sell it. That's my
Okay. So I think that's all it. No? Let's hear the closing message from Ardinelli. Yes, okay. Si Ma'am Doris.
Okay, before lang i-close ni Ardinelli, I'd just like to inform the viewers and the media that Region 12 is going to participate in the Fiesta in America. So we're bringing along products kasama. O sige, sino gusto sumama? Yes, are invited. KJB, it's in August. It's in August. But you will be received by a Filipino community there because it's organized by a group of Filipinos in New York, New Jersey. And then we're looking at linking it with another fair in Los Angeles, but we'll see if that can that we can cover the expense, or you can cover the expense. So that is in August. We're looking also at Australia for us to exhibit. We're just waiting for the booking. We already made the reservation. And of course, in November, that's the Treasures of Region 12. Again, we're going to showcase new products, new ideas, everything new every year. So I'd like to invite all of the viewers and of course our media friends to participate in all of the activities. And ito po ang malapit na ngayong July, we're going to have a Nego Solution. It is a services of our partners, our mentors. It's free coaching for would-be businessmen and existing entrepreneurs. We're going to invite mentors and they will be there. These people here are already mentors. We also have Nego Link that is linking to market, linking to finance. We also have Nego Models, which we're going to showcase business packages. And meron pa ba isa? Nego Pack, where we are going to improve their products and pack them like that. So all of these are under one activity, which is Nego Solution. Again, as same as what Ardinelli said, we came up with this concept and soon to be upscaled nationwide. Thank you.
It all started in Sock Sergeant. Boss ko dati.
Ngayon magkatabi na.
I'm happy to say there are 3 DTI staff dito, ha?
Oo nga, si Sir nagpapanya.
Kaya magpapirate ng DTI dito. DTI din yan.
Yes.
Okay, closing. I'd like to support what Michelle is doing, and will do. Actually, I think that's the very objective of any government agency. We do the programs, we implement the programs, we deliver programs, but we wanted the private sector to take on, diba? They take on, they do the business, because after all, the government is just there to make the area, the region conducive for investment, for business to grow. And it should be the private sector and the government sector not competing, diba, against the private sector, but the business sector rather, or the private sector really pushing for the development of themselves, which will of course result in the development of the area and the whole country itself. So again, Treasures of Socks, April 25 to 28, Robinson's Place, Manila. This is a convergence of the different government agencies and private sector in Socks Sergeant. Make it socks. Do it now.
Okay, so on that note, thank you so much to all panel members and of course, all the friends. And at yan po, napakinggan ninyo ang aming episode ng P.I.A. Sergeant Kapihan sa SM City Jensen. Wala na po tayong oras. Kami po ay magpapaalam na sa ngalan po ng aming
Officer in Charge of Philippine Information